Greetings, fellow seekers. Today, we follow faint glimmers of light into the heart of darkness to uncover the secrets of the Will-o Wisp. These eerie orbs have long been the subject of dread and fascination, luring travelers to their doom with an otherworldly glow. Join us as we delve into their origins, nature, and the chilling stories that have made them one of the most haunting entities in the multiverse. The Will-o Wisp is believed to be the lingering essence of a soul consumed by despair or malice. According to the SeekersSociety's research, these entities arise when mortals die in areas steeped in dark magic or tragedy. Their spectral light serves as a cruel lure, drawing the living into the same hopelessness that spawned them. Legends tell of these creatures haunting swamps, forests and ruins, where the boundary between life and death grows thin. Some scholars suggest that they are connected to powerful necrotic forces, possibly tied to the Shadowfell or other planes where death and undeath intermingle. The Will-o Wisp appears as a floating, glowing orb of light, usually ranging in colour from pale blue to sickly yellow. While ethereal in appearance, these creatures are far from harmless. Their lights flicker and dance, creating an almost hypnotic effect that lures unwary travellers into danger. Despite their small size, Will-o Wisps are notoriously difficult to combat. They can phase in and out of visibility, making them elusive targets, and their incorporeal nature allows them to pass through walls and barriers with ease. Their most dangerous ability, however, is their life drain, which allows them to sap the life force from living beings. Victims of this attack often describe an overwhelming sense of dread, as if the light itself were feeding on their vitality. Will-o Wisps are malevolent tricksters, preying on desperation and curiosity. They often appear in remote or dangerous areas where lost travelers are likely to follow their light in search of safety. Instead, the wisps lead them into treacherous terrain such as quicksand, bogs, or abandoned ruins filled with other lurking dangers. Unlike many predators, Will-o Wisps are not driven by hunger but by malice. They seem to take pleasure in watching their victims struggle and succumb to despair. Some wisps linger near the sites of their own deaths, reliving their final moments through the suffering of others. In rare instances, wisps may form uneasy alliances with more powerful undead or necromancers, serving as guardians or scouts in exchange for protection. These alliances are tenuous, as wisps are inherently chaotic and self-serving. Will-o Wisps thrive in places steeped in despair, such as cursed marshes, ancient battlefields, or ruins long abandoned by the living. While they are primarily solitary, groups of wisps have been known to gather in areas of extreme necrotic energy, creating a deadly web of shifting lights that disorient and trap their prey. For adventurers, encountering a Will-o Wisp is a test of both wits and willpower. While direct combat is possible, defeating one requires both magical means and a clear head, as its tactics often rely on confusion and fear. Those seeking to avoid a wisp's trap should remember one thing: their light is never a sign of salvation. To follow it is to walk willingly into the jaws of death. The Will-o Wisp has haunted the imaginations of storytellers for centuries, its spectral glow inspiring both fear and awe. One tale tells of Lantern's Hollow, a cursed swamp, where travelers claim to see dozens of wisps dancing in the mist. According to legend, the swamp was once the site of a massacre, and the victims' souls remained trapped, luring the living to share their fate. Another story speaks of the luminous bride, a wisp that takes the form of a ghostly woman in a glowing gown. She is said to lead travelers deep into the woods with promises of salvation, only to vanish when they realize they are hopelessly lost. Finally, the SeekersSociety records mention a peculiar case where a wisp was captured and bound within a magical lantern. The lantern's glow was said to grant its wielder guidance, but at a terrible cost. The wisp would feed on their life force, ensuring that they could never rest. The Will-o Wisp is a creature of malice and mystery, a haunting reminder of the dangers that lie in the dark corners of the world. Its eerie glow has captivated and doomed countless souls, ensuring its place as both a legend and a nightmare. And thus, we conclude this entry into the archives of the Seekers Society. If you've enjoyed this brief introduction to the Will-o Wisp, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. If you have ever faced one of these spectral predators in your travels, share your stories in the comments below. And if there is another creature that you would like us to investigate next, please let us know. Until next time, Seekers, remember, not all lights guide the way. Some lead only to darkness.